Hi guys, it's me again, I'm Pokepodian, and welcome back to another episode of Pirate Poker. Now, I've been playing quite a bit of poker over the last week. I think I covered last Thursday's and Friday's poker in my last episode, so if you want to see what's going on there, check that out. That'd be most appreciated. Gotta get them views up. So, basically with this video, I'm going to be going over the poker I played on Saturday, Sunday, last night, and tonight at the Poker Society. Before I get into this, I think you can see here, I've got some better lighting. I've got my table lamp from just there. I put it here, and it seems to be better lighting now on my face. It does actually look like, from what I'm seeing here, that it actually does look like I've got the bloody Northern Star in my bedroom. But hey, student props. Pokepodian still on the table, so you'll get your own stand one day, buddy. One day, mate. One day. Let's go over it. Saturday. Not well. To be honest with you, couldn't really get anything going. In for 2 bullets. Eventually had to make a stand with pocket 8s against pocket kings, and he hit his set on the flop, so stood no chance. He actually crippled me a little bit in a hand a few hands before that. I had ace jack. I don't know what he had, but he definitely had a king. Whether he had ace king or pocket kings, he played it like he had pocket kings, to be honest. He raised pre-flop. I called with ace jack. Big blind also called. Flop came down king, queen, 8, I think it was. So hit my gut, had a gut shot. He bet, I called, big blind folded, turns a 6, I think, is an offsuit 6. He bets again, quite big. I debate folding at this point, but I think, held to it, just go with it. I call, I didn't hit the 10, so I had to bet all in on the rivers, and I had to fold instantly. Oh well. Sunday. Quickly moving on from Saturday. I want to draw a line over Saturday. I don't want Saturday ever to happen again. Sunday was a qualifier for a live satellite for a deep stack tournament that the casino are running this week. Starts tomorrow. You could qualify for as little as £13 into a £130 buy-in. 6 seats up for grabs. Unfortunately, I only made 10th. I couldn't get anything going. I was in for £32 total. I double rebought and got an add-on at the break, which you could do. And just couldn't get anywhere. Eventually ran queen 10 offsuit into ace king suited, ace king clubs. That flop came down jack queen jack 2 clubs. I was ahead, however, statistically, he was ahead. I mean, what the hell? 2 live cards, a straight draw, and a flush draw. What the hell? That's like most of my... that's terrible. It was actually a terrible flop. I was like, what the hell, dealer? You're like killing us here. So no, I didn't have full house or anything like that. So, so I was out of that. So I'm unlikely to play the deep stack now. It's £130 buy-in, and I gotta weigh it up against likelihood of cashing. It's a 2-day event, so I gotta play 2 days of poker to cash. with the uncertainty of cashing. If it goes really badly, I've just blown 130 quid, and I gotta think, am I willing to risk that right now? And I've sort of like looked at everything and thought, no, I'm not going to risk it. It's close to Christmas right now. I need to do Christmas shopping. There's a festival in June. Music festival in June. I want to go to download. I got to pay for my ticket for that. So, sorry, I got an itch on my back. So I gotta save up some money. But I think there's another deep stack tournament in January, late January. So, if I save up correctly, then I'll quite possibly play that. So now, on to last night. Now, last week I won the Wednesday tournament. Now, Wednesdays are double jackpot. But to win the secondary jackpot, you've got to win it 2 weeks in a row. Now, the secondary jackpot is rollover, but has a maximum of 5 grand, which is what it's at the moment. So I had the opportunity of winning 5 grand this week. Now, I was only in for the 1 bullet, which is fantastic, so I'm losing the minimum there. Unfortunately, I didn't win. Unfortunately, I didn't even cash. Oh well, c'est la vie. There was an instant. Right, I'm just going to quickly go over this. There was an instant at the casino on the Wednesday tournament. Involving Pokepolian here. I'm not going to go into not going to go into any details of what happened. A few people know what happened, and a few people know how upset I got over the situation. It started out as a joke. I even laughed. I was like, ah ha ha ha, nice one guys, nice one. But it quickly stopped being a joke for me. And I got actually quite uncomfortable in that environment and got quite irritated. And when you're uncomfortable or irritated at the poker table, you are not going to play well. There is no way in hell that you will ever play well when you're irritated at a poker table. You are just going to go hell to the wind, play anything, and just lose your entire stack. Okay, so my advice is a bit of advice to new players. If you find yourself getting irritated at a poker table, leave for 5 minutes. Go have a wander around. Go outside, have a cigarette. Go get a drink from the bar. Just spend 5 minutes away from the poker table. Leave the hands. Don't worry about losing the hands or the blinds. Just get yourself away from that environment for 5 minutes and just cool your head. And then when you're cool, you can go back and you can play good poker again. Don't stay at a poker table when you're irritated, because you're just going to lose all your money. But I'm not going to go too much into that instant. I'm not going to name names or anything like that, but I think the person might watch this, and people who found out, who know about the incident. I'm just going to ask you guys, don't do something like that again, okay? Please, just don't. I got very uncomfortable, and I didn't come down until hours after I left the casino. Okay, so that's all I'm asking. So yeah, last night Wednesday didn't go well. I eventually had to make a stand with ace-6, ran into ace-queen, and I couldn't hit a 6. So I hightailed it out of there because I was still irritated. So yeah, got out of there as quickly as I could, got home, had a drink or two, drowned my sorrows, and yeah, the 5 grand would have been nice to win, but I didn't have that expectation of winning it. I wanted to win it, don't get me wrong, that was my goal, to win it, but I didn't make it my dream. My goal was always to cash. That's always the goal, is to cash. Whether I win, whether I min cash, don't matter. Doesn't matter to me. That's always my goal, to cash. But anyway, I can try again next year when I come back after Christmas, you know. Because I'll be going home next weekend for Christmas. As you guys know, I'm at university. This is my room here at university. So I probably won't be playing much poker over Christmas, unfortunately. Probably next Thursday, I'll probably post the last pirate poker video until after the new year. Actually, I will over the holidays. I will try and make a sort of advice video. I did this a few videos ago. I said if that video got 25 likes by a certain point, then I'd do the sort of like advice video. That was to be honest, the goal was a bit hopeful, shall we say? So that didn't happen. But tell you what, I won't set the goal. I'll do it anyway. You know, I'll do a sort of like advice video for new players coming into the game, and hopefully I can help you out with that. And just sort of like keep the videos rolling. Alright, so on to tonight, Thursday tournament. Now, I have now downloaded an editing program onto my laptop. So hopefully, in this little corner right here, the previous week's table will come up. Now, the table now come up will not include this week's results. I will sort of like go through them. You'll see I'll put it up now. As you'll be able to see, there's a lot of sort of like names crossed off apart from my own. Now, I've been asked to do this due to data protection. Right, so I've sort of like kept to it. All I can show you is the other people's position and their point totals. That's all I'm able to show you guys. Now, as you can see, I am in the 10th position after last week with 67 points. Now, that's pretty decent. Top 27 get into the final tourney to play for Amazon vouchers. You have to do Amazon vouchers due to illegal gambling. Now, so doing some mathematics, I am near enough confirmed into that final tournament. I'm near enough confirmed. But I want to finish as high as possible, because the higher you finish, the more the chip stacks sort of like correlate to what position you finished in. So if you finish first, you're going to have the biggest stack going into that final tournament. If you finish 27th, you're going to have the lowest. Okay. So you want to be trying to get in with the highest position possible, so you can have as many chips as possible, so you can play more hands. So yeah, I'm in the 10th position with 67 points. Now, I know after this week, the 14th, 13th, and 17th position all finished higher than me. I know that for a fact. I'm not sure how high they finished, but I know they finished higher than me. So I reckon after this week, I've probably dropped down to at least 12th. I'm putting myself in that 12th, 13th position after this week. I used 2 bullets this week. I got to final 3 tables. I eventually I played a hand against a guy called Tom. Tom, you're this week's shout out, my friend. Tom H. You're a shout out, buddy. Since you busted me, you get that shout out. I had pocket 8s. Blinds are 600, 1200. No ante. I raise to 37. Tom, who's immediately to my left, re-raises to 74. Everybody else folds. Everybody gets out the way of us two. I call. I can't fold a pocket pair there. Flop comes down 5, 6, king. So there's only one overcard. I check. Tom then down bets to 4,200. Now I think about this for a bit. I'm trying to think, what can I put him on here? Hands that would 3-bet pre-flop normally consist of aces, ace-king, kings, a lot of players queens, some players jacks even. A lot of players would 3-bet jacks, and sometimes ace-queen. You know, I know I'm the type of player who could 3-bet ace-queen, given the right situation. I just flat call. Turn is a 7. So now I pick up an open ender. I check again. Now he bets 10,500, so which is most of my stack. So I've now got the debate in my hand. Right, so now I've got to be thinking. Now I've sort of like narrowed down his range. Ace Queen probably would have checked. Queens probably continuing like this. Jacks probably won't continue like this. So that narrows down his range to aces, kings, and ace king. Really. So I think about it for a long time, and with an open ender, I can hit any 4, any 9, or any 8 here. And I will probably have the best hand if my read is correct. So I make the decision to go all in because it's only for like 10,000 more, and he snap calls and shows the pocket aces. So my read was correct on him, that he was seriously playing the aces. The rivers are blank, rivers are 10, so I miss my straight, I miss I set, and I'm on Busto. So I get 2 more points on the board, so I'm up to 69 now. I know so many jokes are now going to be made about that. Hey, I'm on 69. Hey. Oh, great. So yeah. Next week is the final society tournament. I'll probably just go hell to the wind on that one. And just yeah, hopefully I can get a lot more points on the board and hopefully finish top 10. That's my goal. That'll be my goal. Finish top 10. Then I can go into the final tourney, no problem. Decent stack, and just sort of like play, because that's what I like doing. I like playing poker. So yeah, there won't be much more poker for this term because obviously the Casino Deep Stack is going on. So that means their regular tournaments this weekend will not be running. Just dropped my phone. Fantastic. So yeah, won't be having any of that. So probably the next tournament I'll possibly be playing is next Wednesday. If not, it's only next Thursday that I'll be playing. So yeah. Right. I actually have a hand breakdown for you guys. Coming through on these promises, eh? Got a hand breakdown. Go in my little notebook here. Memorize, then write it down. Alright. Hand breakdown time. I know a few of you have missed these, so let's do it. Again, dropping my damn phone. Idiot. Alright, so Blinds are 300, 600, no ante. Under the gun player calls, he just limps. Donna Gibbons, if you know what I mean. It's folded around to me. I'm in mid position. I have 10-4 suited, and I have a decent size stack. Now, people who know me know I like playing suited cards, any suited cards. Whether that be 9-5, whether that be sort of like 10-4, as it say, Jack 7, all sorts of junky hands, but are suited. I love playing them. Gotta have that extra 2% equity. So I call. The player next to me, Tom, who later busts me, calls, and the big blind checks. Small blind folds. Now the flop becomes King, Queen 4, King 4 clubs. So, and it's the Queen of Spades. So I don't have any of those suits. I have hearts, completely the wrong color. Big blind bets 2,000, which is quite big relative to the pot. It's only a 2,700 pot. He bets 2k. Under the gun player calls, and I decided to call. I've got bottom pair. I've got a pair. I've called with such a junky hand. I'm not going to fold when I've hit a pair, you know. And Tom folds. Now the turn is the 10 of spades. So now there's 2 flush draws out there, but I've made 2 pair. Not the best pair, not the best 2 pair in the world, but we'll take it. The big blind now checks. Under the gun checks as well. I decided to take over the betting. Here. I want to deny equity to those 2 flush draws, and possibly any straight draws that now come on that turn. Sorry. So I bet 4,000. The big blind quickly folds. Not coming along for the ride. The undergun player tanks. And he tanks for about 2 minutes here. Now immediately alarm bells and rings like, okay, this guy is drawing. This guy's definitely got a draw. Would that be straight or flush draw? Or both, you know? You're good at both. Unlike if you got a flush draw and a straight draw on the turn, yeah, I'd be thinking about it too. Got a lot of cards you can get. Now he eventually folds. But he turns him over and he's got Jack 8 of spade. He's got a Jack 8 of club. Spades. Get your teeth in, Andrew. So he folded an open-ended straight draw and a flush draw, which was actually quite a surprise to me. I think I would have called with that, you know, although it wouldn't have left him much behind. So it was probably a plus EV fold, but it was actually a surprise to me that he folded that, you know. I kindly showed my 10-4 because I love that hand, because you get to say 10-4, big brother. Right, that's gonna be a meme now. But he asked if we can run it out, and I ran it out on the Riverwater King anyway. So he wouldn't have hit either. I would have had the best hand there. So I take down a decent sized pot, and yeah, carry on with the night. It wasn't. I made the break with 23,600, and I quickly. A guy quickly after the break goes all in. And it's not for much, it's for like 4k. I decided to call with 10-9 suited, 10-9 diamonds. Now another guy shoves over the top, but it's only like 5k more to call. I'm priced in here, you know, and I call. Both have aces with a strong kick, with a decent kicker, so I'm way behind here. But I spiked the 9 on the river to win the hand, to win all. you know, and yeah. So I built my stack up there, but I kind of lost it with 8. Yeah, I think that's it for this episode. Hopefully, if my editing has gone right, I had the when I was talking about, I had the thing here at the table here. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hey, boys. So yeah. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, like and subscribe. That'd be much appreciated. And if you want to leave a comment down below, make a nice comment, please. No horrible comments. Then cool. So yeah, that's it from me. That's it from Pokepolian here, and keep going for that booty, guys. See ya.